Happy Easter weekend. Hey Mari, I see you there over on Zoom. I am trying to multitask this morning, and we are Facebook living, and I have my Zoom dance party folks logging in at the same time, which is awesome. It'll give them a chance to get set up and organized while we chat a little bit here. And so I hope that you're finding a way to celebrate Easter, because it is obviously a very important holiday. No matter what your belief system is, I think it's very important that we continue to celebrate the things that are important to us, continue to find that connection with friends. My family and I were debating if we perhaps do an extra long FaceTime phone call with family tonight over dinner, or if we attempt our first social distancing dinner, because we have not seen my brother and sister-in-law nor my mother-in-law for the last 3 weeks other than on a screen. So we thought maybe if we all sit in different rooms and eat, we could have our Easter dinner together. So we're brainstorming that to figure out what our best option is going to be. Today we are doing I'm calling it 30 to Thrive, though today it might be a little closer to 20 minutes as we get all the kinks worked out. A little bit of pep talk, a little bit of belly dance, and some concrete ways that you can find hope and joy in the days to come, because we know we're going to be here for a while. I know this has been so hard on so many people, myself included, though I count myself among the blessed that I am still working. I am here with my family. We are not sick. My husband is working. All my family is healthy. So I am learning to count those blessings every single day, because that is making a gigantic difference in my mindset. So we're going to talk a little bit of mindset. We're going to give you every day one concrete way that you can find joy and continue to move forward in your life. Oh, Wendy, you're only one in 4 counties going into your department full time. So wow. So that's a blessing in a way to continue to have gainful employment, to continue to have a reason to get up, to get moving, to get dressed, and to go into work. If you can go into work in a safe environment, we are very blessed to be able to do that. So I decided to start doing these regular weekly Facebook Lives on Saturday. Time will be TBA every week, and then Instagram Live every Tuesday at 2 p.m. because I want to connect. One, I'm craving connection, and two, I want to give back to my community and give back to dancers and other non-dancers who have given to me so much in the past and who are suffering right now, either financially or mentally or physically. I feel like I am blessed to be in a spot where I have something like dance that is really not only keeping me sane, but keeping me totally joyful in these last few weeks. I'm not saying there haven't been ups and downs, because there have been, but I feel like I've almost discovered like the fountain of youth or the secret to life or something, and I want to share that. I have to share that, because in a time where people are suffering so much and things are so stressful, I feel like sharing this joy and this dance with others will hopefully help other people feel similarly empowered. Hey folks, I see folks over on Zoom. I love it. I wish I could turn, in a second, I'll attempt to turn and not allow my entire setup to fall over. I've got two screens going at once and like some very precarious setup happening here. But right after this, there is a Zoom party, and you are invited. We've been doing this now for 3 weeks, every single weekend, a 1-hour sweat until you can't sweat no more Zoom party that has been absolutely incredible. The Zoom login, Kayla, has already been posted on my Sahira Belly Dances Teachable Tribe on Facebook. And so I believe Kayla, and I've also put it to the Shimmy Babies. So it's been posted to the Shimmy Babies, and if you don't have it, hopefully maybe Corinna is on, and Corinna might be able to send that to you. But it's on Shimmy Babies on Facebook, and if you don't have it, send me a text, Kayla. I think you have my phone number. Send me a text, and I will text it to you. If you are not on my Teachable Tribe or one of my Shimmy Babies from here in Houston on Facebook, you can get in on the Zoom party today. You only have to do 2 quick and easy things. You just join for free my online studio, SahiraBellyDances.teachable.com. That's SahiraBellyDances.teachable.com. Join that and then go to Facebook, which you are already there, and check out Sahira Teachable Tribe is the name of the group. It is a closed group, but you should be able to search for it, Sahira Teachable Tribe, and click to join that. They will ask you a couple of questions to be able to join, and I've got my friend Corinna on it watching as people log in so that she can okay you into the group, and it should be the first post at the very top of the group. We'll have a link to the Zoom party, which will start in just about 15 minutes. Yeah, so people are logging in there. So I want to talk to you about a couple of things. Like I said, I want to share with you the joy and the centering and the beauty that I have found through dance. And so we will definitely do a little bit of a dance class here before I move into the Zoom party. But I want to explore with you a concrete way that you can continue to maybe feel a little bit more like yourself if you haven't been feeling quite like yourself lately. I was telling a friend the other day that I've discovered early on, for me, what is super important for me to maintain my sanity is to continue working on something that is important to me, a project that is mine and only mine. And right now for me, that is you, that is my dance, right? Continuing to produce online content for my dance studio, continuing to be available for my students as they learn and dance and want to continue to grow in this difficult climate. That is what brings me massive joy. And I told my family early on, I said, we are in this together. We're doing the homeschool thing. We're having breakfast, lunch, and dinner together every single day, and it's amazing. But I have to have a couple of hours every single day, please, to work on my business, because this is my thing and this is what brings me joy. And Sarah Jane, this is how I stay positive, being able to connect and give this love and this dance to other people. So I think in this current climate, what I'd like to talk about is I want you to find one thing today that you can do to move your needle forward, the needle of your life, right? The needle on your speedometer of your life. I want you to type in the chat, what is one thing that is yours, that fuels you, be it an online business, be it perhaps a hobby, be it perhaps a project that you like to work on in your free time, something that is yours that helps almost define who you are, something that brings you joy, something that gives you connection. Type in the chat and tell me, what is that thing? Like, are you a writer? Are you an avid, do you like to build things? Our neighbor has been building, he built this incredible instrument for my daughter the other day because I think he's funneling his energies into creative endeavors. And so he literally built like a strumstick and spent several weeks in his garage doing so because I think it's bringing him joy, right? So please type in the chat, take a second, type in the chat and tell me, what is something that is yours? What is a project that brings you joy? What is something that if you could spend 30 minutes, 1 hour on it today, you would feel a little bit more like yourself? So Sarah Jane, you said reading and traveling. Yeah, so I get it. So maybe the traveling thing might not be a huge option right now, but maybe reading a traveling book is, right? If you could find an hour to sit and read a book that really brings you joy, would it help you feel a little bit more like yourself? Your dance, yes, Debbie, growing plants. This is an amazing time to be outside in the garden if you're in Houston anyway. I'm not sure exactly where you are, but hopefully now is a good time to get out. Your veggie garden and creating videos for spoken word poetry. I love that. Have you been able, Kay, to do that these last few weeks? And if not, I encourage you to do it. Right? So folks, keep typing in the chat, what is an essential part of who you are that perhaps has been ignored a little bit, that perhaps has been pushed to the side either by other obligations or by worry over the last few weeks? Type that into the chat. What I wish for us and what I beg of you right now is don't stop making plans. Keep making plans. Good, Kay, you're going to start today after you finish work. I love it. This is going to end. We don't know when. I'm hoping soon. But this is going to end. And when this ends, where will you be with your life? Where will you be with your needle? Will you have moved your needle forward in the projects and the things that are important to you? Or will you look back and say, oh my gosh, what just happened to the last 4 weeks, 8 weeks, 3 months of my life? I did nothing because I was too worried, because I was too depressed, because I was too scared, right? Making tasty food for your essential worker husband. I love it, Debbie. I bet he really appreciates that. And a huge thank you for him for continuing working through all of this. So I want you to now think, what is one thing you can do today to move your personal needle forward in a way that's going to bring you joy, perhaps connection, but it's going to give you a little sense of normal? Yeah, think about it for a second, and then if you can, type in the chat, what is one thing that you guys can do today? Creating online sales. I love it, Mari. Yes, exactly. And this is the time. Like, this is the time. So I'm looking at my folks over on Zoom. I want to share a resource. I have been logging in every day at noon here on Facebook and checking out something called Rise Up World. You can find out about it at riseupworld.com. You can sign up. It is a free symposium that is happening every single day until the 25th of this month, I believe. And every day they have speakers that talk about, I think it's 7 different areas. They talk about business quite a bit, and that's appealing to me as a business owner. Finance, relationships, spirituality, mindset, health, and I always forget the last one, but it's 7 really great things. And it's completely free, and every day there's homework that I really enjoy as the right-brained engineer. I love this homework that they give you to make you think about what is it that you can do to take huge advantage of this time, right? When we look back on this, when I look back on this, because this is historic, this is something people will talk about, I am sure, in the history books. When I look back on it 6 months from now, a year from now, when it's hopefully a distant, blurry memory, what will you remember about this time? What do you want to remember about this time? And how do you want to talk about this time to people that you love? Just think about, there's no right or wrong answer. But what are you going to do? We can't control what's happening. We have a little bit of control in that we can stay in, we can stay safe, and we can keep ourselves distanced from people. And that's huge and really important. But beyond that, it's almost just sort of a waiting game, right? But what we do always have control of is how we respond to what is happening around us. So I don't have control over the virus. I wish I did, but because I don't, all I know is I can control what I do, how I respond, and how I include the people in my life in that response. And that is something that is super important to me, is reaching out and hopefully like sharing a little bit of the joy and the hope that I have found, because I am feeling hopeful, folks. And I don't think I'm being a little Pollyanna in this. I feel like I'm feeling hopeful because beautiful things are happening in the world due to these circumstances, and I feel like we have the potential to be changed forever in a very good way if we have our mindset right over the next few weeks. So if you haven't already, type in the chat, what are you going to do today to move your needle forward? I am going to have a really awesome Zoom party in about 10 minutes. And I'm super excited about it. That's going to move my needle forward. And then I'm working on some new content for my online studio by request. And actually, Mari, this is totally your doing. By request, I am now creating content to help content providers, to help other teachers get online and create their content online. It's something I've been doing now for 8 years, and I love, and it's a huge part of my business. It's not something I've ever taught people to do before because I mostly just focused on the belly dance thing. But now I have a new calling, and I want to help others get online quickly, efficiently, and start to push their business forward and help the economy by continuing to be able to make sales online in this time, yeah? So, riseupworld.com was the symposium that I mentioned, and we're going to be on Zoom shortly, but I did promise you a dance lesson. So let's take a moment. What I didn't do when I set all this up is think about how I was going to then get up and dance. So let me slide my stuff over here. I've got it all precarious. If you haven't yet danced today, I haven't moved yet today other than to eat some breakfast and take a shower. Let's go ahead and take a deep breath out. And then just take a forward fold and just take a second. Forward fold, release it all, the head, the neck, the arms, and any sort of worry that you have. If you can find a way through movement, meditation, yoga, whatever it is, to center yourself in your body and just leave the world behind for just a moment, it can do wonderful things for your psyche. Slowly roll it up, belly button in towards the spine, chin towards the chest, and then just roll the shoulders back, your own little self-massage. Feels so good. Roll it up, back, and down, really pushing it down. Nice. Yay, my Zoom folks dancing with me. I love it. Excellent. Take a deep breath up. Big deep breath, fill those lungs. And take it up and over to one side. Oh, feel free to groan with me. I can't hear you, but I know you're groaning with me. Take it up and over to the other side. And breathe. Excellent. I'm going to do that one more time, up and over to one side. And open over to the other side. And then just take a wide stance and take the hips side to side to side. I'm going to put together a little combo here for you all. If you're a belly dancer, you can follow along pretty easily. If you're not, just make it up as you go along. It doesn't have to be beautiful movement. It just has to be movement, yeah? So we're going to start here by doing little figure eights. I'm taking my hips front to back, front to back. Just think gooey. Feel the connection of your feet with the earth. Let the upper body sway side to side and just breathe. I want deep breaths, energy into the muscles, and just be totally centered and present. Use this as a moving meditation. I'm a terrible meditator because my brain is too busy. But if I do it while I'm moving, it works, yeah? Taking it back. Good. Taking it back. Beautiful. All right, so from here, once you get to one side, take it back and do a little circle. Yeah, take it back, do a little circle. I'm bending my knees, you belly dancers out there. This is called a Maya or an Ami. We're doing an Ami after our figure eight. Little Ami, figure eight, little circle around. And if you're not a belly dancer, don't worry about it. Just make it move. Figure eight and around. Yes, figure eight. And figure eight. Excellent. Figure eight and around. Figure eight and around. Good. Let's do that 2 more times. Around. Excellent. And around. Now, after you do that, I want you to just undulate up to down. Breathe in, breathe out. Just be breathing, whatever you do. Lift up and undulate down, bending the knees. Lift up, undulate down, bend the knees. Good. Lift up, undulate down. One more on this side, and then we'll do it on the other side. Just take it figure eight, over. Little circle around. Lift and roll down. Beautiful. Over. Little circle around. Lift and roll down. Good. Other side, figure eight. Little circle around. Lift and roll down. One more, figure eight, little circle around, lift and roll down. I'm going to put on some music here, and we're going to see how this works. I've got music set up over here, and I've got, all right, here we go. Figure eight, little circle, undulate, figure eight, little circle, undulate, figure eight, little circle. Yes. Arms or whatever you'd like them to be, just keep breathing. Figure eight. Little circle. Undulate. Let's do one more, and then I'd like you to take it and free dance it a little bit. What else would you like to do? What feels good to your body? Take that movement and make it fit the music any way you'd like, or do something else. Just move, that's the important thing. Let's do our little combo a couple more times. Here we go. Figure eight, little Ami, and undulate. Maybe a couple times. Yeah, other side. Figure eight. Beautiful. I see all my Zoom dancers. You guys look amazing. Good. One more time each side, you guys. Oh my gosh, I could imagine you all out doing it there. And then all of my Zoom dancers over here, let me lift this up and you can see, because I've got my Zoom dancers ready and raring to go over here. So we've got Zoom, all set up here. Say hello to the world, my Zoom dancers. Yay! They're ready to go. And so those of you wanting to join us on Zoom, just remember, and I know Corinna's there now. So Corinna, if you don't mind checking one little quick, because I've had a couple people ask about it during the broadcast. Go to sahirabellydances.teachable.com. Just put your name in there and make a free account. It's free. And then go to Sahira Teachable Tribe here on Facebook and ask to join. And Corinna will get in there. I see her on her computer right now. Rockstar, thank you. And she will approve you. And the very first post, I believe, in that group is the link to the Zoom party that is going to happen right now. I am so grateful to have you here. I really very much appreciate you spending a bit of your morning with me. I will be here on Facebook Live every Saturday. Next Saturday, it will be at 7 p.m. I'm alternating between 10 a.m. and 7 p.m. so we can hopefully grab some of our European dance brothers and sisters when we do a morning time, and then we could make it more of a party and grab your glass of wine for the evening time. But I'll be here on Facebook every Saturday, on Instagram every Tuesday at 2 p.m. for something similar, another 30 to Thrive. Well, I'll give you concrete ways that you can find connection, joy, and hope in your days, because it's going to take a little bit of creative thinking, I think, for us to continue to thrive in these times. But I know we can do it, especially for those of us who are dancers. We are armed and equipped with everything we need to keep this going. And so I want to share that with all of you. So I will type in the chat in just a little bit all of those resources that I mentioned. In the meantime, keep moving, keep thriving, and do one thing today that moves your needle forward in an area of your life that is important and essential to who you are. I appreciate you. I love you. You are not in this alone. We are all in this together. And that, in a way, is a very beautiful thing. So keep it up, and I will see you guys again soon. It's time to Zoom party. Thank you, Kay. Thank you, Kay. I'm happy to share. I've got enough energy for several of us. So bring it on. Let's do this together, yeah? You guys take care. Zoom party, here we come. I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.